What is going on, obscure mic people? It's Bark, and I'm back, and we're going to get into some obscure ones. I've still got a lot of good stuff on my desk, a lot of good stuff, but we need some obscure stuff. We need some vintage, weird, unknown, unseen, unheard of for the most part. Granted, some of you out there, I'm moving stuff around, you're going to hear a little bit of noise. Some of you out there will undoubtedly at least know of this microphone, but most of you probably won't. Big reason, super rare. Tascam PE-250. It's a large diaphragm end address. I hate to call it a broadcast mic. I think a big source of its use was drums back in the day, but it's a really cool microphone. It's got the XLR built into the microphone there, kind of like an SM7B. My grill is a little bit bent, just slightly, just a little bit, or at least it has the perception of being a little bit bent. But on the back here, you have a dial that actually turns for different sound modes. And currently we are on the M1 mode, which I assume means music mode. We'll find a good mode and we'll do the tests in that mode, because microphones like this with built-in filters and modes, I want to find the best one and then roll with it from there. I will tell you right now, to me, this is not the best one. This one is clear. I'll give it that. Definitely some clarity, but it's got a honky sound to it. Honky sound. Let's go ahead and go through some of the dials so we can find a better sound and roll with that from there. But this, kind of going to be a Swiss Army knife of a microphone for you if you can find one. Again, super rare. I've been looking for one for 3 years and I finally found one. Not going to talk about what I paid for it because I'm ashamed and it hurt my credit card really bad, but this one will be on my Reverb. My Reverb, I believe, is listed in the description of every video, at least for the last handful of months. So if it's something you're interested in getting delivered to you, it will be on my Reverb. I don't keep very much, but let's go through some of these modes real quick. Like I said, we're on M1 for music. Now we're going to turn the dial to M2. Not a lot of change there, but there is. I hear a little bit more, like the low end is creeping in a little bit. It's still a little honky. It's still clear, but there is some more low end. Let's go to V1, which is voice 1. And now we're on voice 1. Starting to round out a little bit, get a little less honky, but still not loving the tone of this mode in V1. Let's go ahead and turn it all the way up to V2 in 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're on V2. This is, I don't love the sound of this, but this is probably the best setting for me. Still a little nasally, honky, weird. I was actually really excited about this microphone coming in, and I got to tell you, I'm no longer excited. Like, it's cool. It's a cool mic to have on the channel, and I think it's a really attractive option. I will say the mounting on this is bigger than 5/8. It comes with an adapter, but it is just kind of a weird one. It's vintage, it's cool looking, but the sound is nothing that I exactly desire. Let's run through some of the tests and we'll throw some processing on it. Just see how it sounds. We went through the modes. Not a lot going on here. I wish I was more excited about this one. I was super pumped when it was on its way. And I thought, man, this is going to be, because I have literally read that this was like a poor man's SM7. Maybe something's wrong with it. I don't know. I don't think there is. I think this is just the sound you're going to get out of it. I'm just a little disappointed that the modes don't do a whole lot. Let's go back through them one more time. I'm on V2. Now I'm on V1. Maybe V1 sounds better. Maybe V1. V2 again. We're on V2. Now we're back to V1. Now we're back to M2. Now we're back to M1. Just not hearing a lot of change until I go to V2. Little more bass. It's subtle. It's subtle. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do some tests. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. When you get right on top of the Tascam PE-250, this is what it sounds like when you are in closer proximity to the PE-250. This is what that sounds like. Go ahead and do off-axis rejection, talking into the front of the microphone. Going to turn the microphone 90 degrees to get the off-axis rejection, which sounds pretty good. 180 degrees on the microphone, 90 degrees again, and then we're going to go back around to the front of the microphone, and I just have to know, what does it sound like with processing? Processing is on, and I don't think it improves a whole lot. I think there's just a wonky sound to this thing. Could be in my headphones, maybe. Some mics sound better when they come through on the video. Could be a phase issue, something like that. So processing on, let's go back through the modes again. We're on V2. Now we're on V1. Now we're on M2. Now we're on M1. I just don't hear a lot of difference. But again, it could come through better on the video. If it does, I'll put some text on here, but I don't know, man. I feel like something is amiss with this microphone, and maybe it is just aged out. Maybe it's too old. Maybe it doesn't work the way that it should. I don't know, but I'm not hearing a lot of differences in those modes. I feel like I hear a little bit of subtle differences, but I don't know if that's just my mind playing tricks on me or not. Just not sure. To me, the whole thing sounds kind of thinnish. Music mode, voice mode, voice mode. Not sure, man. I feel like a little bit of bass comes in at V2, but I just don't know. Anyways, Tascam PE-250, regardless of, how I hear it in my headphones, maybe it sounds a lot better in the video. Let me know in the comments down below. Either way, it's a cool, obscure one to have on the channel. I don't think I'm going to find another one. If there is some kind of issue brewing within this microphone, if you have experience with it, let me know. Is there something going on here? Or is this just the microphone? Is it just the way it sounds? I'm hoping it's phase issue. Really hoping. But PE-250 is out of here. End of dress. Super rare. Dynamic microphone from Tascam. I got another one from them coming up as well. So, exciting stuff. PE-250's out of here. Bark's out of here. See you guys next time on Obscure Mics. Peace out.